Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and as you can see, I am camping again. Yay! Now, just gonna quick show you the setup. Let me back up a little bit. As soon as I pulled in and got my hammock out, it started raining. So I had to improvise very quickly. I found a 2x4, which there's a piece of a chunk of wood that I used the axe to carve me out some tent stakes all the way around. Yeah, sorry, this was hastily set up, but you know, it came out okay, so I'm kind of happy with it. But I'm out in Uwharrie at Yates Campground again, and I'll show you around the place. I've been here several times, so if you could see all the people that I have to contend for space. This is terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all these people. Oh yeah, there's none. I love that. There's the new bug out vehicle. I can't tell you how happy I am, ladies and gentlemen. Just gonna do an overnighter. Knew it was probably gonna rain, and it was like 50% chance. It was just supposed to be later, but this is okay. I don't mind at all. But as I was getting set up, I noticed I heard a really crazy sound, and there's a car coming, and they're getting ready to find out real quickly. But I looked down the road, and let me tell these people real quick. All right, sorry about the interruption, but I had to stop that car from driving too far before they couldn't turn around because of that tree down in the road, which of course is the road I came in on, so that'll be about 10-mile drive out of the way to get back out of here, unless the Forestry Service finds it and clears it soon. Yeah, this trip, mostly what you're looking at is what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to hang out here. No real hiking plans, just wanted to come out here, test out a bunch of knives, machetes, flashlights, headlamp. So it should be fun. Just be sitting around crafting. I mean, I am going to have to go ahead and get some firewood so I can put it under the tarp, make sure it stays dry, so I can cook and have some light tonight. Plus, I just love fire. Okay, well, let me get going while there's a break in the rain. Hopefully, it's still a light drizzle going on right now, but hopefully it won't pick up too much while I'm out getting firewood. We'll see. Still have the old trusty Smith & Wesson in the old sticky holster testing out. Unfortunately, if you have an inexpensive handgun, I guess we could put it that way, not many companies make holsters for it. So I've kind of was stuck to that. I also brought the one from RK Leatherwork, just in case, but since it's raining, leather holster, probably not the best idea, so I'm going with a sticky. If the weather clears up, I'll put the other one on because I want to continue to use it and test it out. My concealed carry permit should be here soon. So trying to get used to it, but now that I'm out in the woods, you know, I don't really care if I carry concealed in a national forest when I'm the only one here, so I'm not worried about that. Okay guys, let me get to some stuff so I get a little fire going. I'm hungry. I need to make something to eat. And I will talk to y'all in a little bit. Alright, so you know it's not a real trip until you realize what you forgot, right? Well, guess what I forgot? Yeah, I put a gallon of water out to bring with me, mostly to cook and clean with, to drink some if I needed it just in case. Brought a few bottled waters, a couple of Mountain Dews, a couple of Gatorades, but yep, gallon of water's at home. So now I'm trying to decide what to do. Go back to the car, or get in the car, drive back into town, get a gallon of water, or just hang out here, and since I'm just relaxing anyway, not. I can't decide, but it's really hot. Actually, it's really not hot, it's just really humid, so it's just making me really thirsty. I mean, I could definitely ration what I have, that's no big deal. but you also want to be comfortable, right? Isn't that part of the camping experience, is to fully enjoy it? I don't know. Unfortunately, there's no streams or anything relatively close to here, so I can't even go and fill this up and filter it because I got the filter. But yeah, no water sources without a decent hike. I promised myself I wouldn't hike. Oh, we'll see. Just wanted to let you in on this part. Oh, so far, been testing out the CRKT half a chance on that tree that is downed over there, the one that fell earlier. I decided, hey, awesome opportunity to cut up some wood because I didn't have to, because everything around here is live or either rotten. That's in this immediate area for the most part. So preliminary usage, this thing chops like a demon. I mean, oh my God, this thing is awesome. The Okapi one, I was using that too, so it took both. Chops extremely well. Not as good as this one, but it's lighter and thinner, so it's not intended for as heavy a logs. I had a log that I chopped through, was probably about this big around, and I mean, it was almost effortless to get through that thing. So first initial test of the half a chance, I gotta say, passed with flying colors. Same with the Okapi. It was taking out smaller branches effortlessly, and even hacking into a big log, it would sink deep into it, but since it's so thin, it's not taking out huge chunks. But just thought I'd give you a little update. Still got some lights to test out tonight. The knife, my Sherman from Sinister Knife Works. I'm going to be doing a little bit of carving, just a little bit with that. You know, as you can see, it's not raining right now. It's been sunny for a while. Looks like there's kind of patchy clouds coming in and out, so we'll see how that goes and where I'll be hanging out, either under the tarp or here at this table that I'm standing in front of. Other than that, it's been pretty awesome just being out here, enjoying the experience. Get back to you when something more exciting is going on. Alright guys, just a little update on how things are going. It's about 5:35. Hadn't rained for most of the time since I've been here, just mostly when I first got here, about the first hour or so. But I tell you what, this is the first time I've ever really struggled to get a campfire going the way it should, because everything around here has been so wet, and this campground is used so much that the all this good standing dead wood, I guess you could say, has been used up a long time ago. So you're scrounging further and further to find anything, and I decided to use that tree that fell in the street. Cut a huge log off of it, but it was still mostly alive, so you know, it's still kind of green. So I've been having to use a ton of like little teeny tiny sticks to get it so hot that it hopefully starts burning. But I'll tell you what, let me take you over here to our cutting team. We've got the marble camp axe in the back, CRKT half a chance, the Okapi, and the Ganzo, all pulling outstanding duty today. I tell you what, these guys, every one of these blades I've been impressed by. I mean, they've just been doing some outstanding work. All cut extremely well. That CRKT, I tell you what, that thing is a beast. I mean, it sinks so deep into that wood. It's just insane. It almost cuts better than the camp axe. And I like that little camp axe. I've had it for a long time. Haven't done a review on it. I probably should. I don't take it that often, just because usually I'm hiking and backpacking, and I don't like taking an axe. Usually I have multiple blades that will accomplish the same task. But with that being said, it still performs like a little champ. I mean, obviously not as big as a felling axe, and so it's not going to take down big trees or nothing like that, but cutting up small logs and stuff, it really does the thing. It does the trick. Not a whole lot been going on. I've mostly just been practicing, testing out all these blades, seeing how they cut on all different types of wood. I mean, there's been nobody out here. There's a guy a little bit ago came, parked his motorcycle, and he was on a touring bike. which that was just kind of strange. But he just sat there got off the bike and was just walking around typing on his phone. Okay, guess he just want to take a break. But I gotta tell you, it's been so nice being back out here, back out in the woods. I mean, it'd been nicer if there was some usable wood closer, usable deadwood closer, but you know, hey, you do what you gotta do, right? I mean, I might, like, as it gets a little bit later, I'm gonna start walking up and down. There's a gravel road right out here. See if there's anything just off the trail. I did call the forest station, or the ranger station. They did come out and use a tractor, and they pushed that huge tree off the side of the road. I looked at it. Most of it is just like the logs that I brought here. But the reason why it snapped and fell in the road is the entire base was just completely rotted. So I may be able to get some stuff off of it. I may not. We'll see. But, you know, I started getting the fire going early because the mosquitoes were getting really bad. Hadn't had any problems with them all day, but as soon as the rain stopped and the sun came back out, so did the mosquitoes. And I was just getting annoying, especially sitting around the campsite. But as you can see the fire here, I didn't scrape all the bark off the logs. I was just kind of hoping that I had been getting it hot enough to take care of that, and it seems to be doing the trick. I'm not worried about it in any stretch of the imagination. I've never gone a night without a fire. I always got, you know, a few tricks up my sleeve, but I will gonna have to venture a little further just to find some wood. I think the next couple of times I come back out here, I'm gonna try some different campgrounds and see what they look like. I will say that one thing that I have been seriously angry about, and I'll show you, it's stuff like this. There's a little bio stove I made lunch with, but trash all over here. That wire that's over there on that table, that was still hanging between a couple of trees. Just a couple of the campsites look like that, and it burns me up when people do this. It's like, come on, guys, there's trash cans right here. I would let me see. Yeah, right over there. A couple of trash cans. Why would you not be able to take your stuff to the freaking trash can? I mean, it's just insane. It just drives me crazy how lazy people can be and how little they can take care of the place. Obviously, they like to visit because they're coming out here. But enough of the rant. I'm glad I got started on the fire early, so now I got a good hot base of coals. I can leave it for a while, go back out and venture a little further, pick out some different things to cut. I got plenty of tools to do it with, that's for sure. I brought them all. Now I've never carried this many if I was hiking or backpacking, but any one on their own is so far outstanding. You know, obviously I haven't put them through all the paces, so I'm not going to say I highly recommend them just yet, but, you know, initial impressions, wow, good stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to go look for some more firewood, so I'll have some for the evening, and other than that, man, just been taking it easy, just enjoying being out here, not on a mission like I normally am to hike a certain distance and do it in a certain amount of time or whatever. I'm just out here sitting, hanging, and enjoying life. And enjoy being back outside before I have to go back to work. Summer vacation is almost over, and that kind of sucks because I haven't done nothing. I went to Lake Lure. We didn't film that or anything because we took, Baby Glock took a friend of hers. Went there for a few days. That place is awesome. Lake Lure, North Carolina. If you haven't been there, you got to go. Really cool place. Very relaxing. I mean, there's not a whole lot to do, so it's just straight sitting up and relaxing. I wish I could swim, because I could get in the lake and swim, but I could just get in there and stand up to my waist or whatever. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. All right, let me go on a wood hunt. All right, so I've been cutting off and on all day with the CRKT Have a Chance, and it's impressed me so much that I'm like, you know what, I gotta go ahead and bring you along and show you what I mean by how good this thing cuts. Now, the log I'm getting ready to cut, this is the tree that fell earlier today. It's this one right here, and it's Literally my fingers can't touch. They're about like this, trying to get around it. So 3.5 inches maybe in diameter. But you gotta watch what this puppy will do. Now, when I think of a machete, I'm typically thinking light brush clearing, you know, 1 inch, 1.5 inch type stuff. You're clearing a field, bushes in your backyard, shooting lanes if you're a hunter, that kind of thing. But it's about a 3.5 inch log. And especially when you hit this part right here, that sweet spot, that thing just, boom, I mean, it just digs into that wood. As you can see, that didn't take very long. So, yeah, I'm sweating a little bit. The humidity out here is still really high. But, as you can see, he calls it the half a chance. I think you got a lot more of a chance than that if this is all you got. I mean, especially if you can get used to using a longer blade for smaller camp tasks. Because there's plenty of people in the world that can do it. They use machetes for everything. But this, I mean, the grip is extremely comfortable. And it's got enough flex to it so when you really sink into that wood, you can rip it and yank chunks out. This thing impresses the crap out of me. Y'all have to check it out. Alright, just got back to the campsite. It's about 2/10 of a mile hike from where I was cutting. But to give you an idea of how thick this log is that half a chance was just cutting, it's almost a full width of the Ganzo blade. So I didn't time it. I'll probably look it up. You can look at the time when I started cutting, when I quit cutting, to see how quick that was. But I'm telling you, with this bad boy, that's a lot less work than you would have to do with a lot of other blades. One thing I do need to get is a bigger saw. I still only have that little buck folding saw. And when you bring the big logs back, I mean, it's great because that's a big piece of firewood. You got to keep making it smaller. Well, that little folding saw, I mean, it's really good for smaller wood. I need to get a buck saw, or not a buck saw, but some other type of larger saw that works a little bit faster. Requires a little less effort because, I mean, I'm all about having fun and working hard, but I want to enjoy camping too. I don't want to do all the work cutting wood, right? So if anybody out there wants to send me an awesome saw, I ain't gonna say no. All right, let me get some of this stuff on the fire. Hey, guess what? Raining again. As you can tell by all the smoke coming in here, the smoke from the fire is blowing this way. At least there's no mosquitoes. Just getting back in from shooting. All my stuff was on the picnic table, the food, camera, everything else. I'm just rushing to get everything back in here. And well, we'll see if the coals got hot enough to keep it rain through the, or keep it going through the rain. That's camping. I still love it. Kind of a cool sound. Maybe I'll take a nap. We'll see. Okay, so it's raining really hard right now. And apparently my campsite is slightly downhill from this way to this way. So I just had to run all my gear into the car because carbon still is awesome until you get this. So I had to run everything to the car. Got a waterproof bag with some stuff. Most of the water is running downhill at the head of where I'll be sleeping. Where I'm sitting now is really dry. I tried to dig a trench really quickly to move the water, but it was way too late. It was moving way too fast. Sitting on my cooler right now, so at least I have a place to sit. I mean, I could sit in my hammock, but either way. So first camping trip after the surgery. Actually, I don't mind. My dry clothes are in the car. So I'm hoping this lets up soon. So I can switch into those and then go to sleep. If not, oh well. I've done it before, I'll do it again. Wow. My fire didn't make it. I tried. I kept throwing pine cones, little sticks, but it's coming down so hard that it just had no chance. Even though we're under the trees, it's coming down that hard. Here's the, you may be able to see it. But the rain, yeah. Kind of hard to get away from, even if you're under the trees. So, luckily my camera's on a tripod, so it's not in the water. But, hey, that's camping. All part of the experience. It's all part of how you learn about what your gear can and can't do, what it can and can't handle. And this is what you need to know when you buy gear, right? I mean, this is just the heavy-duty, inexpensive tarp, Walmart hammock. I've been using this hammock a lot, and I love it. Even though it's inexpensive, it rocks. It's just heavier than the Enos or the more expensive ones. And if somebody wants to send me a better one, I'll take it all day long. But until then, this rocks. I would like a lighter tarp, that's for sure, for hiking around, because this is a big one and it's heavy. So I would like one the same size as lighter, but hey, I haven't been able to pay 70, 80, 100 bucks for a tarp. This was like 10, so, and I'm car camping, so it's not so bad. Alright, so hopefully the rain will let up soon, and if it does, I will let you know. If not, I may just end up going to bed with no other option. So that's how it rolls sometimes. Talk to you a little bit. Okay, so I was planning on eating hot dogs tonight for dinner. I guess I'm going to have to rely on the trail mix, Cheez-Its, snack foods that I brought along. Because the rain's not letting up. Campfire seems to be done. What do you do? Well, you go with what you got. I get it. Instead of a full dinner, I'll just snack it. It's a lot of rain. Normally I'd be upset because, you know, when you go out camping, hiking, the whole 9 yards, you want an awesome experience. It's the first chance I've had since my surgeries to go out and camp. And honestly, I don't mind. I mean, would I rather be outside this tarp doing stuff? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm still outside. I'm still camping. And I'm still dry. Well, I will be dry when I change my clothes. I was getting hosed in the rain trying to get everything from, you know, from the table, from the tarp to the car, all that kind of stuff. But I got my dry bag here that was in my go bag, which is what I'm using to camp. So all that's still dry, so I'm going to change into that before I go to sleep. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it'd be great to be doing more, but at the same time, when you haven't been outside as long as I have, this ain't so bad. It's actually kind of nice because it's quiet. There's nobody else here. You get the sound of thunder and rain. And that's life. And to me, that's happy. Alright. If it clears up, I'll let you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is morning. The yellow jackets are back out. There have been so many of those at this campsite. It's just been crazy. Slept really well to about 5:45 when sounds like maybe a small pack of coyotes woke me up. They were barking and howling just over this way. Didn't sound like they were very far at all. It almost sounded like your neighbor's dogs. They were so close. But so I've kind of just been laying in the hammock, relaxing up until now. Started breaking down camp. Most of the stuff's in the car. I just got the hammock and tarp left. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a review of the hammock once I get the tarp down, and I'll post that as a separate video. Can't believe I haven't reviewed it until now. Over and all, even though it rained for a long time last night, it was still a really good trip. Still good to be out. Still good to test some new blades out and new lights, and one of them is the Night Newman. Sorry, got a yellow jacket around me. Night Newman I got from GearBest, and it goes up to 1,000 lumens. So a couple of times when it had quit raining last night, I took it out, and the range on that thing is crazy. I mean, I've used it a lot around the house and stuff like that, but man, having it out in the woods. Now the range was kind of limited because of the so misty and stuff like that, but man, that thing really lights up an area, I'll tell you what. But other than that, glad you could come along. Wish the weather could have been better, but hey, it is what it is, and it's still fun. And I was still dry as a bone in my tarp, so no worries there. Okay, guys, until next time, you be prepared, have fun, stay away from the yellow jackets. See you later.